is my grandma Evans, and this is my brother H.E., and this is my friend Michelle. And what I'd like to do is just ask you a few questions about your life and what were things like. And first, why don't you tell us where you were born and how many kids you had and name the kids.
Okay. Well, you have my name already. I was born in 1904
Okay.
close to Everville, Louisiana. That was in Vermilion Parish. And when I was 18 months old, my parents moved to buy the lordship.
Is this the area that
In
you...
this area where I'm still here. When I was 6 years old, my mother died. And I had to come live with my grandma Chauvin. And this is the house where I'm living right now, where I came and lived when I was 6 years old. And all my children were born here. I'm still living in the house. It was repaired, but the front is still the part of the house that I was brought in. And my children all were born here too. And I had 12. Two of them died an infant, you know, and I raised 10 of them.
Was 12 kids the...
And 12 of them, Cecile, Tessie, the grandmother was the oldest. Cecile, she was born, well, I was married in 1920. In 22, I had a little boy. He died when he was 2 months old. Then Cecile was born.
This is...
In 24, Miss, yeah, your grandmother. And then Elsie was born in 28. Then I had Madge in 26, Elsie, 28 Madge, 30 Herbert, 33 Lydia, 36 Elton, 38 Carol, and then 40 I lost another baby, a little boy. Then 44 I had Patrick, and then 48 I had Clinton, which is deceased now, but 9 of them were still living.
Do they live in this area still? Do they live nearby, or do they move away?
Well, I have Elsie, Carol, and Roy that's live on the vine.
Okay.
And I have Cecile, Lydia, Madge, and Elton in Homer.
That's right.
And Patrick in Prairieville over there, close to Gonzales.
So your family's really a close-knit family.
Oh, yeah.
Was that common back then? Was a close-knit family very common? Big families?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Very close together?
Oh, yeah, we're all close together. Oh, yeah. But as they have their family, it's hard to get them all together, you know, in one day. So now we're planning a Christmas party on the 19th of December.
Okay.
They're all gonna come here and we're gonna have a supper and we exchange Christmas gifts. And we have a little party together every year. And then for Easter, we usually have an outside party where all the grandchildren, everybody can come.
Do you have a lot of grandchildren?
Oh, Lord. I had 45 grandchildren, and I had 67 last count of great-grandchildren.
67.
And I have 3 great-great. So I have a lot of children.
Yes, you do. And they all get together here?
Well, some of them can make it, but all those that can't make it to come Easter, we have a party outside. So we can't have them all in the house because there's too many.
We all know each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We all know, and I know them all by name. Know them all.
Okay, going back to your earlier life when you were a little kid, did you have any brothers and sisters?
Well, I had 2 brothers, and we had two little sisters that died infant.
Okay.
And when my mama died, she died at childbirth, and the baby died with her. That was when I was 6. But all I had was 2 brothers that's alive.
Are they still alive?
That's all,
today?
yeah. And they're both deceased now, my brother. I'm the only one left.
Still alive and kicking.
Yeah. That's right. And They lived on the by my brother's.
Do they live right here with
Right
you?
here and there. Yeah, one of them lived in Homer. When he married, he moved back in Homer. Yeah. But it was close, only
Mhm.
18 miles away from here.
What did you do during the day? I mean, did you go to school? Did they have school?
School?
Yeah, like,
Well, I had to walk 3 miles to go to school. So I couldn't go to school before I was 10 years old. Because you couldn't send a small child in the road walking. You had to walk 3 miles until I was in fourth grade.
fourth grade?
I was, yeah. Then they built a schoolhouse 6 miles above, and they put a transfer, a boat to take us to school. We'd go in a
Down the bayou?
If the bayou wasn't open here, I still had to walk a mile to go meet the boat until I was in fifth and sixth. And then my grandmother who had raised me fell and hurt her back, and she needed help. I had to quit school to take care of my grandmother.
So you only went to the sixth grade?
Sixth grade, that's it. I had to quit. And to take care of my grandmother. And my grandmother was taking care of another one of her granddaughter who her mother had died. And she was 10 years old when I took her.
So
and
how old
finished
were
raising
you?
her.
How old were you when you took on the responsibility of taking care of your grandmother?
Well, I'd have to look back to that to see how old I was.
Sixth grade?
That was when Cecile was a baby. That was in.
You probably were younger than that.
Oh, I was
When you
young.
stopped school, you
Oh,
probably
yeah, when I stopped
about
school,
12
you
years
mean?
old.
Oh, yeah, I was but 14.
So you were
14 years old.
14.
So you were 14 when you stopped school and you started taking care of your grandmother.
That's right, 14 years old, yeah.
And when did you get married?
I
At
was
what age?
16.
Oh, you were 16 when you got married.
Mhm.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
getting confused there.
Yeah, I was 16 years old, yeah. And we decided, we had bought a house, we had built a new house, my husband and I, but we had to come back and take care of grandma, so we moved in and bought the place here. That was grandma and grandpa's place here. They were both living, grandpa and grandma. When we bought the place and took care of them until they died, we took care of them. All their children had died. They didn't have nobody to take care of them, and in those days you didn't have no old folks home like we have, to take care of old people. We had to take care of our own old people. So I took care of my grandpa and my grandma.
And his name was Lou Chauvin. He was a Civil War veteran.
Oh, yeah. Mhm. That's right.
Were you alive during the Civil War? Well, wait, you
No,
were
I-
born 19, okay. No, you weren't, okay, you weren't
No.
the Civil War. Did he tell you some of the stories about
Oh,
the
he
Civil
told
War?
us
Do you
stories,
think
yeah.
you could remember some of them?
I remember that when he told us that he was in the battle in
Vicksburg.
Vicksburg, and he told us that they were in there in the trench. They used to walk in the blood up to their knee. That's how bad it was. And he said this battle never should have been fought because the war was over and they didn't know it. They didn't have no telephone to let them know that the war was over. So they fought this terrible war.
And it was already over.
Oh, and the war was over. They had to wait till somebody would come on a horse and tell them. That's how bad it was.
What side did he fight on? Confederate side or the Union?
Confederate.
Confederate?
Southern. He fought for the Southern?
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Dis comment vous êtes allé acheter le café. Ils étaient inspirés quand la bataille était finie sur les deux bords et là vous êtes allé acheter le café.
Oh, yeah, and they used to play together when the battle wasn't going on,
North and South would play together.
That's how they used
What do you
to-
mean they play together? They just,
Communicate.
they would
So-
communicate, they talk to each other? And
Yeah, yeah.
during the war it was going?
During the war was going on, but they weren't fighting, after they had fought that battle. That's how it was.
Wow.
I mean, brothers and sisters were fighting together.
Yeah.
Goodness. Did they have, going back to slavery and stuff, did they still have that? I mean, did he ever talk about having slaves and?
Oh, I was, that was before me, you see, the
Yeah.
slaves, you see. Yeah.
Tell about him coming home, Mama. That's it.
Yeah,
About the chicken
my
pox.
grandfather,
Yeah,
lived for Chauvin.
that's interesting.
There were 4 brothers that went in. And he was 14 years old when he went in. He volunteered. You know, he was from the South. Okay, after this battle of Grandpa caught the measles him over there in Vicksburg. And he couldn't leave with all the rest. And there were about 30, said, that had caught the measles that couldn't leave. They had to hide from the Northern so they wouldn't take prisoner of war, you know. And so he said his 3 brothers got home. They had been home over a month or 2 or 3 months before him, and they thought he had died. They had never heard about that children. So he said one day, he often told us that his mother was washing her dishes. They used to have, through a window, they used to have a little table like outside that they washed the dishes. And he said when his mama saw him coming in the road, they had thought he was dead because all 3 of the brothers had come home and he hadn't come home. And she recognized him. She said she threw the whole pan of water, the pan and all in there, and she screamed, you know. She said she thought she was seeing a ghost. She wasn't sure. She ran to him, and he said he'd never forget what she had cooked. She had cooked some peas, some field peas and pumpkin that day. That's what they had for them at his mom. He said he never did forget that meal.
I thought she'd be interested in how he got over the measles with that black man who helped him
Yeah,
die.
when he got over the measles, and it was a black man that took care of him. And this black man used to take him early in the morning. He had the fever so high to put his fever, he must have had pneumonia. And he'd take him out and he'd give him a bath in a creek in the cold water, ice cold water, to put his fever down. They had no medicine. Then this old man took care of him until he was well enough to come back. And when they started, there was about 30 that started walking. They had to walk from Vicksburg, Mississippi, down here. Grandpa used to live on the bayou here, but we're a little further up. And he said on the way they had to walk at night so they wouldn't be a caught prisoner, because they had to watch the sun, and you see the Northern. And he said one day they were walking at night, and he said they saw a little light in the wood. So they sent one man to go see what that light was all about. And he said when they got there, it was a man that had made a little cabin, and he had his horse, his cow, and he had a pig and some chicken he had brought. So he had gone and hide so the Northern wouldn't take that away from him. And he got so scared, the poor man, he ran when he saw this man. He got scared, he left everything and ran. So this man, soldier they had sent to see what it was about, came back and tell him it was okay to come. And he said they were so hungry, they were starving. He said on the way they had to eat some green shoot, whatever they could find, to eat. And they'd boil that and they'd eat. That's what they had sometimes. And sometimes he said they could buy something, because he said when they left, they had each $30 they had been paid for that time, That's what, and he said when they got there, they saw that pig, and it was fat. They killed it, they cleaned it, and they cooked one quarter and ate. And he said they packed the other quarter, and he said they was going to bring it alone when they leave. And the other half, he said they left it for the man.
Hello?
And they said they put in $3. And he said he often, he think about this, if the man ever came back to see they left them, And he said they had eaten well, and he said they were bringing in one quarter. Well, the next night they cooked that for their supper. they had to walk. And he said when they got to buy the salmon, well, they were on the bridge, so they couldn't cross the northern was there they were guarding, so they couldn't cross. So somebody, the people told him, they said, don't go by the bridge. He said, y'all go around, we're gonna cross you on this little river, you know. And he said, they gave that man 50 cents to cross him. Mind you, the man was glad, I guess, to make the 50 cents.
Yeah. So they crossed them.
They crossed him, so they would go around, and instead of coming straight to home, they had to go way around to Morgan City and come back. Morgan City is a good bit from here. They had to go around because it was safe. The people would tell them how to walk, you know, at night, so they wouldn't get caught.
I thought
Wow.
that was
So they
interesting.
finally got
Yeah.
on.
They
That's why he was late. You see, his brothers that were ahead them, they got ahead home. They had a head start, but him, he was sick. He couldn't. They had to wait.
Goodness.
I thought that was interesting.
Okay, so you at age 14, you quit school and you started taking care of your grandma and grandpa. How did you meet your husband at this time?
Well, we knew. I don't remember ever meeting him. We knew ourselves like all our lives.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How far did y'all live apart
Well,
from each
my
other?
daddy, they used to live next door to my daddy. But you see, I had moved here a mile away from my daddy's house to my grandma. See, but we had known each other.
For a long, long
Oh,
time.
yeah, never remember meeting him, you know, the first time. Because we had been raised next door.
Were the houses really close together?
Oh, no, people had their farms, you know, they'd live on farm in those days. You had your cow, and you had your pig, and your chicken. So, and your garden, you know, you live mostly on that. You see, the garden, you jar your garden. But,
What's jarring? What do you mean?
Canning.
Canning? Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
can,
Canning.
yeah.
And that's what you eat. So mostly you just.
So when we run, well, they always plant, they always have, you know, vegetable in season. But sometimes you had to go back to the canned goods, you know. But instead of canned, they put it on jars.
And meat was salted.
And meat with salt.
Meat.
Yes, they kill a pig, and they fatten it, and then make enough lard for the year.
What was the lard for? I'm not really familiar with those kind of things. So y'all, when you killed the pig, you fattened it. How did y'all? Can you describe how y'all?
Well, you cut all that fat, and you'd melt it, you know, in a big. They had great big pots that melted, and then when you have the what you call the gratin?
I have to think myself what it is. Crackling.
Crackling.
Yeah.
They'd have the crackling.
After you boil it.
After you
Okay.
boil it, it'd get brown, you know, it'd get all the oil away, they'd make crackling. They put a little bit salt on that, and then you eat that with the baked sweet potatoes. That was good.
Okay.
But Lord is what they used
And
to
then
make
the Lord,
it.
that's
Yeah.
what takes place for cooking oil.
Oh, I see.
They didn't have no cooking oil.
No cooking oil.
Oh, no, that's all. Nobody
I
knew
know.
about cooking oil. It was all Lord.
L-A-R-D.
And, yeah, animal fat.
Yeah.
All animal fat. Yeah.
And so y'all would salt the meat for the
And
pig.
the rest of the meat, the lamb, they salted it, they pork.
Where'd y'all store it? Did y'all have ice boxes?
Oh, no.
So where'd y'all put it?
Crock pots. Big jars.
Oh, yeah. Big,
Ceramic
big,
jars.
big jar, 10-gallon jar, that's when they salt that.
Salt acts as a preservative.
Yeah, that would preserve it, the salt, yeah. Oh, yeah. So instead, today we have to buy a salt meat, you know, buy a little piece.
Yeah. So y'all, I know y'all farmed a lot. Did you farm for just your family?
Oh,
For y'all
no,
to eat, or did y'all
they'd
farm?
sell.
You would sell?
Yeah, they'd farm like cotton, you see it.
Y'all farmed cotton?
Oh, yeah, cotton and sugar cane. They'd make their own syrup. They had a little syrup factory up the by, not too far from here. And they'd bring that cane, the sugar cane there, and then they'd make that syrup. You have a barrel of syrup, at the time. They'd keep, and if they had make more, they'd sell it, they have a little extra money. Cotton.
Okay, so y'all, that was mainly your source of income,
Oh, yeah.
was farming. What about the shrimp? Did y'all, was
No.
that in,
The
That
shrimp,
wasn't
the
at
only
the
way
time?
you had shrimp, you had a little cast net and you throw the cast net and catch some and you eat it.
when did shrimp boats come in?
And you'd boil some in salt and dry them. That's the way they preserve it. They
You dry 'em?
Dry them, but they didn't have no shrimp boat, not down here. The people who used to live on the island around the Gulf over there, but
What
they
island?
wouldn't sell it ice. They'd all dry it. They had dry platform. They'd boil it with salt, a lot of salt, and they'd dry them. They sell them dry shrimps.
What island is this that you're talking about?
I don't know. It's
You don't
around
know.
Morgan City and all of that.
Oh, okay. When did shrimp boats come in?
I don't know.
They had a few, when I was young, but they mostly were
But they won't.
further out,
Were they
Further out,
motorized?
yeah.
slightly, yeah. But my daddy used a sailboat.
Oh, so they had sailboats and, did they use the sailboats to catch the shrimp?
Didn't go fishing
They
The sailboat.
They just go for
for the family.
the family, they wouldn't do it as a living,
Mm-hmm.
They go hunt, they had all the ducks you want to. The limit was 25.
Well,
Valid.
Daddy would shoot one time and he'd have all the ducks he wanted. That's
We had
amazing.
a lot of
That's it, one shot, one shell.
One shot.
No,
And that's it.
And then, we used to call them marsh hen.
Yeah. You couldn't think of all.
Yeah, it's a marsh hen. That's what I couldn't think about the name a while ago. He'd trap. He'd catch marsh hen and rabbit in his traps, and raccoon, muskrat. Now they didn't have those nutri. They didn't
No,
have
we
that.
did.
That came in lately. Because I can remember the first one, that a man that caught one, and it was so curious that they brought it to town. They didn't know what it was, the big animal. It looked like a muskrat, they didn't know what it was. It was a nutria.
Now they have them everywhere.
Oh,
Lord.
Where do you think they
They're
came
best now.
Somebody dropped off a couple for an experiment. They
In a
got out of
storm,
the cage.
one man from that had gone to South America, and he brought some, and he had them in a pen, and the storm came, and it broke. The pen broke, and they got in the water. They couldn't catch them. Now we tested it.
I think it's ruining the muskrat.
Oh yeah, they eat the marsh up.
If they farmed around here, Grandma, was it the land a little different then? I mean, because, the salt water's killed a lot.
Oh yeah,
You don't see much cotton raised around here anymore. Is that because the
no,
land
nothing,
changed? Or
nothing
what?
anymore. But garden, no cow,
Where,
nothing.
where was the cotton farming at? Do they have cotton farming down this farm down the bayou?
Oh yeah, way down the bayou. As far as Grand Pass, they farm. But now it's all.
That's amazing, I didn't know that.
The land
Oh
must have been
yes,
higher.
oh yeah.
I see they still farm a little sugar cane down there.
Oh,
You don't see much further down. Is that because the land you think?
You
is
see
sinking?
right there in the back that they had some sugar cane, right here back of the house. But now you couldn't, it's too low. It look like it's sinking.
So the ground society.
Oh yeah.
When you were young, what kind of entertainment did y'all have?
Oh, yeah, at school we used to play games like hopscotch and with the ring around a rosy and
Mhm.
little.
Did you ever bring your school friends home with you?
No,
No.
No, it was walking, you know, everybody was so
Yeah, that's
tired.
true. They would wanna walk
We did all
several
the
miles.
walking at school.
That's true.
Mosquitoes, oh my God, mosquitoes would eat us up. Oh, the road didn't even have shell, it was a mud road,
That's a mud road.
and not wide enough. You see right now that the bayou in those days was about 40 feet wide. Now it's way over 100 feet. It's washing out the bank, you know, getting wide. It took the road, they had to give another road. That's right. One storm did that.
Do you know the name of the storm?
Yeah, the storm, you know, the water was, come rushing so fast that it washes away the bank, you know.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. So it washed our road, so they had to give it another one so they could shell it. Then they had shell, then it washed again. The shell, you could see some places, you see the shells from in the bayou, you know. And then we had to give again some
So it
more.
just kept getting wider
And wider and wider, and we kept on taking our high land.
Did you ever have any like group thing? Did you ever have like big parties for the
Oh,
family?
Oh
Did-
yeah,
or was it
when
just-
they had wedding, they had the wedding in the house. If you had a big house, well, everybody learned to play music. They'd get together and form their own little band. And
So
big party.
only big occasions like that did y'all ever get together with other families?
Oh, no. They'd have dinner, they'd eat together and tell stories and meet together. But
But it wasn't so far away that you couldn't
no,
get
too
together.
far away, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But neighbors would visit.
Neighbors, yeah, we had more time of visiting neighbors, and families would come. They'd come from Raceland here, from Wildefors. They'd come and visit.
How'd they
Okay.
get here?
I can remember Grandpa, they had to come in horse and buggy.
Awesome.
And
That's just so.
Grandpa had two of his brothers that married. One at Lafourche Crossing and one that got married in Raceland. They moved away from the bayou. Well, the one that was in Lafourche Crossing, Grandpa hadn't seen him for 17 years. So he decided to go visit his brother in Raceland on horseback. When he got to his brother, he slept there. They take weeks to visit like this. And his brother told me, he said, well, we're going to go meet see our brother, which was about 8 or 10 miles away from the brother that lived in Raceland. So when they got there, Grandpa said it was getting kind of dark, you know, just before. And he said they had a little boy. His brother had a little boy about 9 years old, Grandpa said. And so his brother wanted to see if his brother was going to recognize him. So he said he started opening the gate and he was going in with his mule and a cart they had going. And he said, the little boy said, Papa, Papa, he said, there's two men coming in. He said, the yard, he said, the dad, he said, catch me my gun. He said, I'll get him. But he said, Papa, you don't have a gun. So his brother came in with a stick. And Grandpa, he said, Grandpa said, we need the lodge to sleep somewhere. He says, our mule can't go no more. And he says, we're hungry. He said, boy, he said, I can't take you all in. He says, you're all going to have to get out of here. Grandpa said, he said, there's no getting out. You have to do it. He said, we're going to sleep here and eat too. You're going to have to feed us. We're starving. And he didn't know he was talking to his brother he had met for 17 years. And Grandpa said when he recognized his brother, Grandpa said he cried like a baby. And then he was so happy to see his two brothers, you know. That just living from here, then now in 3 hours we'd be over there with a car.
So from here, Raceland would be 2 or 3 hours, but to
Oh,
them it was like
It would take
days.
days, yeah.
And now it was 17 years too far to go on a horseback.
Times have
He couldn't
definitely
bring his
changed.
family. And I'm sure that he died without knowing all his nephews and nieces, because they couldn't visit.
And no telephone.
No telephone, nothing.
Was there radio? There was radio. Well,
No,
no,
ma'am.
later
No,
on
ma'am.
radios came.
They had radio when your mama was
Yeah.
little.
Wow. Goodness.
Yeah.
So there was really no form of communication whatsoever.
And the radio, they didn't have electricity, there was battery run radio, and they had so much static, the mill couldn't stand